Em 12 de março de 2026, um vídeo foi publicado no canal Exploring with Angelo, conhecido por explorar locais remotos e investigar lugares incomuns. Neste episódio, Angelo e seu amigo Frank viajam para uma floresta nevada no norte de Ontário, no Canadá, próxima a um lago congelado e a um parque provincial, região marcada por rumores de um desaparecimento misterioso ocorrido há quase 20 anos. Angelo e Frank chegam à floresta mais tarde do que o esperado, e como o sol já está começando a se pôr, decidem montar o acampamento perto do início da trilha. Antes de avançar no dia seguinte, verificam a moto de neve para garantir que tudo esteja funcionando. Após algum tempo, finalizam a montagem de uma grande barraca inflável, que servirá como base para passar a noite.
It's something else. It's very, very beautiful right now. There was somebody who owns the cabin. I think I saw it on the drone last time I was here. Yeah, what I might have to do, what might make the most sense, is just drive out onto the lake. Just see if we hear anything, or see anything, I guess. At least until my feet get frozen cold. My socks got a little wet, unfortunately, but so I just heard somebody. No, it wasn't that guy, because I saw him leave, unless he came back. But I don't know. What the hell? It literally sounded like somebody said something. Hello? Man, if we decide to camp out here, we're gonna have to do some serious digging. That is for sure, but we'll come through as early as we possibly can. What is that? Hello? It's gonna be a little bit hard to walk in this. It's really deep.
Antes da escuridão tomar conta da floresta, Angelo decide explorar a área sozinho por um tempo. Ele segue de moto de neve por uma trilha estreita, até um grande lago congelado cercado por árvores, um lugar completamente silencioso. No meio do lago, ele de repente ouve claramente uma voz dizendo uma palavra, o que o assusta, já que não deveria haver ninguém por perto. A única trilha leva a uma cabana distante. Incomodado, Angelo decide voltar ao acampamento sem conseguir explicar o que ouviu. O primeiro acontecimento estranho da noite.
What's going on with your face?
What's wrong with my face?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I am delighted for winter to end.
I know.
can't wait.
I literally
Minus
cannot
the
wait.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You could leave those out.
You know what? At this point, I will take the mosquitoes.
Fishing, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell? That was metal.
That was something.
Mais tarde naquela noite, os dois estão dentro da barraca conversando quando, de repente, um som alto ecoa do lado de fora, assustando imediatamente os dois.
I'm gonna die. I'm not ready. You're not gonna die, don't worry. What was that?
I don't know. Well, it sounded like it came from over here, for sure.
It sounded like it was directly behind.
Yeah.
Hello? Great. A hiccup.
Those are always good.
Okay. Weird.
Not on your truck?
I don't think so.
I mean, it didn't sound like the truck, but...
No.
Those are your footprints? Whose footprints are those? They seem really out of place.
I want to say mine. I mean, I would say Lomar, but he's in Ireland, as far as I know. Unless he came back.
Must be beautiful there.
I don't know. Well, they must have been from a while ago, though.
I know, it's just weird
They
where they're...
melted and then froze again. It's going to be one of the biggest challenges we have ever undertaken on this channel in general. Our mission is to essentially relocate the camp, as you see it right now, down by the lake. Are you ready for the challenge tomorrow?
Like the Seven Dwarves.
Okay, so challenge is on. Yeah, Frank has not seen it yet. It's pretty bad.
For you to say that, I know it's bad.
It's bad. It's gonna be rough. But
Huh?
did it not just sound like somebody was walking out there?
Yep. That was almost clear as day.
Yeah. Hello? Hello? Who's from the area, like I said, who owns a cabin across the lake. He actually did tell us a story. About 20 years ago, there was a girl up the street at a provincial park who actually apparently went for a stroll and just went missing. And there was an extensive search done. Never found her. Never found her, her body.
Locals
nothing.
and police were searching, according to what he said.
Just waiting to see if I hear anything else out there.
Angelo sai da barraca para investigar, mas não encontra nada. Ao observar a área, eles notam marcas estranhas na neve, que não parecem ser nem de humano nem de animal. Pouco depois, escutam passos próximos, deixando o clima tenso, como se algo estivesse à espreita. Em seguida, um rosnado grave surge do lado de fora. Angelo pega uma faca e sai rapidamente, mas o que fez o barulho já havia se afastado.
I don't know what the experience is on this part of the road, past the point that I just walked to now. It'd be so much easier. Stop on those areas and then see if anything comes about, I suppose. This is really weird, but like, just kind of like last night, I feel like there's something back there. It just went so quiet. Oh shit, what the f was that? Frank? Oh, crap. I'm sliding. Frank? Shit, gotta be careful here, there's a lot of ice. You okay?
Yo, something just freaking growled right outside the tent. Scared the shit out of me.
Something growled outside the tent.
Yeah, like, I have a knife in my hand.
What side?
On this side, that's why I'm on this side. Like, right beside the tent, like...
What the hell?
I might have startled it with the hoe.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, that was the whole intention. It's kind of, yeah, it sounded like it pranced off.
Okay. Maybe it was just an animal? Let me check the other side here. Man, it made me run. Whew.
Depois do jantar, os dois decidem caminhar pela trilha escura para investigar os sons estranhos na floresta. Eles levam lanternas, uma arma e um dispositivo que varre frequências de rádio e, às vezes, reproduz palavras aleatórias.
Oh, that's always nice.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened to you?
There is a shapeshifter.
Oh shit.
Is that what's been happening here? Tomorrow we're gonna go deeper into the woods. Is that gonna be a problem? Or maybe we'll just go there now. How about that?
Just
How do
stay
you like
quiet.
them apples?
It's almost like I dare you, you know?
Static.
I don't know what it is, but like this particular area, I don't know why.
You are trespassing.
What are you talking about?
Could have been somebody's land way
It
back.
could have been a long time ago.
Cyanide.
Natives.
Cyanide.
You're gonna poison us or something?
Isn't it funny what I said earlier?
What?
Remember the Hansel and Gretel and the grandma or the old lady gives them the pie and it drugs
yeah.
them?
That's kind of weird.
What
It's
the
like
hell?
It's like they were listening.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think
I
it
don't
was
remember
that.
the details anymore.
I don't remember,
Hansel and
but
Gretel.
whatever pie it was, strawberry rhubarb is actually really good.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
I could use that right about now.
yeah. Why don't we ever get pie?
Why don't we ever get pie? Because we don't think about it. Suffering? Is someone suffering?
Cyanide because they were suffering to end their suffering.
Maybe. Was someone... Oh,
Oh,
Eliza.
that could make... That's weird. Earlier it said Elijah.
No, I can't.
Now it says Eliza. So, rumor has it, there's somebody who's been murdering people out here? Cyanide?
but yeah,
That is a poison.
Colton.
yeah.
Colton. That's a new one. Is there somebody named Colton out here?
Be extremely quiet.
Okay.
Shut your mouth.
Why do we need to be extremely quiet? I don't hear anything.
No
Other than like distant
traffic.
trucks and stuff.
Sure. Oh shit. The hell is that?
I don't know. There's no light. Something.
What the hell?
Be careful, the safety's off.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I might fire a warning shot. Just let me know.
Hey.
It stopped.
I have no clue what the fuck that was. Yeah. Definitely
I
should
didn't
head
fucking
back.
see anything though.
Neither
Like,
did
no
I.
eyes, nothing.
I was even trying to look around with the camera zoomed in to see if like
Yeah.
anything, but no, I couldn't.
It legit sounded like whatever the fuck it was getting closer.
That was loud.
Let's start making our way back.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I never heard anything like that before.
No, that was messed up.
Like the fact that we didn't fucking see anything?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What was it, an animal?
I mean, what else could it have been?
I don't know. Not an animal?
Logic tells me that it should have been an animal, but
That's what I'm thinking, but that was like... That didn't sound right.
not at all.
Must have been an animal.
Has to have been an animal.
I mean, it clearly scared the shit out of it.
It scared the shit out of me.
Sorry.
Even though I knew it was coming.
Don't say you weren't warned.
O som parece passos misturados com um rosnado estranho se movendo rapidamente pela floresta. Em meio à tensão, Ângelo dispara um tiro de aviso para afastar o que quer que esteja se aproximando. Logo após o disparo, tudo volta ao silêncio. Eles apontam as lanternas para a escuridão, mas nada aparece no feixe de luz. Os dois retornam à barraca, a reforçam, ligam o aquecedor e decidem permanecer lá até o amanhecer, após uma noite marcada por um encontro muito estranho na floresta. Nos comentários, alguns acreditam que os sons eram de animais noturnos, mas outros notaram algo incomum. Nenhum reflexo de olhos apareceu na luz das lanternas. Afinal, o que você acha que estava se movendo pela floresta naquela noite? O canal Secret Path of Knowledge é um canal russo bem conhecido. Neste vídeo, ele decidiu fazer um acampamento stealth solo de forma espontânea, planejando passar a noite em uma floresta. O dia estava tranquilo, com o som leve da neve sob os pés e árvores altas e imóveis ao redor. Ele encontrou uma pequena clareira, montou sua barraca e reuniu lenha para acender uma fogueira, criando um pequeno refúgio de calor no meio da mata fria e vazia. Depois que o fogo pegou, preparou uma refeição simples enquanto a luz quente da fogueira cortava o início da noite. No começo, tudo parecia calmo, aquele tipo raro de paz de estar completamente sozinho. Mas, conforme a noite caiu, a floresta começou a mudar. A temperatura despencou para 7°C e o frio fez a barraca parecer frágil. Ele se aproximou mais do fogo, tentando se aquecer, sem saber que o silêncio ao redor estava prestes a acabar. Então, algo aterrorizante aconteceu.
Кто-то кричит. Кто это? Кто это? Офигеть. Я не знаю, на телефон было слышно или нет. Это, наверное, лиса. Я впервые такой звук слышу. Я не знаю, было ли слышно на телефон. Я не успел камеру достать. Хорошо, хоть на телефоне что-то записал.
Passos começaram a esmagar a neve, perto demais para serem ignorados, fazendo seu coração disparar. Em voz baixa, ele falou com a câmera, descrevendo os sons enquanto tentava manter a calma. Ele voltou para a barraca, mas sem se isolar totalmente, espiando pelas frestas do tecido enquanto as sombras tremulavam com a luz da fogueira. Cada uivo, cada barulho fazia ele se arrepiar. A escuridão parecia cercá-lo, e cada movimento entre as árvores dava a sensação de que algo o observava. Naquele momento, ele só pensava em uma coisa: esperar o amanhecer chegar o mais rápido possível. Acampar de forma furtiva já é imprevisível, mas esse caso aconteceu em um lugar ainda mais perturbador. Conforme a noite caiu, ele começou a perceber que talvez não estivesse sozinho ali. Em 11 de março de 2026, um vídeo foi publicado no canal Junkyard Fox Outdoor Adventures, conhecido por mostrar acampamentos furtivos reais e experiências de sobrevivência urbana em locais incomuns. Neste vídeo, o criador James encara uma situação arriscada ao acampar escondido em um terreno de construção abandonado em algum lugar do Texas, nos Estados Unidos.
And by the way, these things have been out here for years. I am completely ignorant. If I had to take a guess, I'm thinking infrastructure, maybe like something of a sewer system. They've been abandoned out here for years, so who knows? but I'm curious. So I'm not really liking this middle area where majority of these tunnels are congregated. It leaves a lot of nooks and crannies for surprises, and I don't like surprises. There are a couple of more of these tunnels off in the distance that they're just by themselves, so he just gives us a little bit more space. So let's go explore those instead.
James chega ao terreno abandonado durante o dia para procurar um lugar onde passar a noite. O local está cheio de grandes tubos deixados de uma antiga obra, com o chão irregular e cheio de entulhos. Alguns desses tubos estão empilhados, formando espaços apertados e cantos escuros difíceis de enxergar. Ele já havia tentado acampar escondido ali antes, mas precisou ir embora em 2 ocasiões, após encontrar pessoas suspeitas na região. Por isso, ele se move com cuidado enquanto observa o local.
Tunnels are a little bit more away from the main area, which the main area was just extremely filthy and disgusting. Surprised I don't want to bump into anyone, so this area gives me a little bit more privacy. There's also this rock wall right here and they're marginally cleaner. I'm not saying that they're pristine, but they're a little cleaner than the ones over there in the middle. But I am definitely liking this area a little bit more. So, yeah. Oh, and there's a gentleman right over there. And so I want to give him plenty of space. He gives me plenty of space and we'll be just fine.
Ao avançar pelo terreno, James evita a área central com os tubos de concreto, que parece suja e cheia de pontos cegos, onde alguém poderia surgir de repente. Em vez disso, ele encontra alguns tubos isolados perto de um paredão de pedra, um lugar que parece um pouco mais seguro por dificultar a aproximação por trás. Enquanto observa o local, ele percebe um homem ao longe, o que reforça que não está sozinho. Após o pôr do sol, a escuridão toma conta do terreno. James prepara uma refeição rápida e usa o mínimo de luz possível, já que qualquer claridade poderia chamar atenção naquele lugar.
Someone's coming.
Yo, what's up?
Hello?
Thanks for the light.
What's up? You can stay right there. You can stay right there.
What's it? Okay.
All right. Just what's up, brother?
You have some shit?
No, I don't have. I'm just staying here the night, and that's it.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
You too.
Logo após terminar de comer e apagar a luz, ele ouve um som próximo, algo sendo arrastado pelo chão e se aproximando. Um estranho surge na escuridão, e após uma breve troca de palavras, vai embora. Mesmo sem conflito, James percebe que seu esconderijo foi descoberto, e a sensação de segurança desaparece. Para garantir que não há mais ninguém por perto, ele usa uma câmera térmica e analisa a área ao redor, verificando movimentos que não consegue ver a olho nu. Mais tarde, ele vai até um posto de gasolina próximo para buscar água e tentar se acalmar antes de voltar.
There's no way I'm going to camp in there. I don't feel safe camping in any of these tunnels. However, this area does have some opportunities. So, you see all these dirt mounds? I scouted a nice little nook right here. Nice and tucked away. So if I just lay down right there and keep a low profile, I think I'll be all right. I don't have to get the world's best sleep. All I gotta do is just, be all right till sunrise. So, yeah, that's gonna be home for the night.
Em vez de dormir dentro do tubo de concreto como planejado, ele se esconde em uma vala estreita entre montes de terra e pedra, de onde consegue observar caso alguém se aproxime. A noite passa devagar. Por volta de 1 da manhã, ele faz um pequeno lanche para manter a energia, e depois se enrola em um cobertor e um poncho, dormindo apenas de forma leve, sempre atento a qualquer som. Ao amanhecer, ele conseguiu descansar cerca de 2 horas e acorda com as costas doloridas por causa do chão irregular. Após beber algo e arrumar seus equipamentos, James deixa o local, aliviado por finalmente concluir o desafio depois de várias tentativas. Alguns acreditam que o estranho estava procurando algo de valor ou até drogas, enquanto outros acham que ele apenas ficou curioso ou foi atraído pelo cheiro da comida. Mas afinal, qual você acha que era a real intenção dele? Antes de irmos para o próximo vídeo, inscreva-se no canal para receber toda semana novos conteúdos assustadores. E bora para o próximo vídeo. Em 28 de setembro de 2023, o canal Cunner Outdoors levou o acampamento furtivo a outro nível ao passar a noite perto do aeroporto internacional de Thunder Bay. O início da noite foi tranquilo, com Cunner caminhando em direção ao aeroporto, misturando-se entre carros e pedestres enquanto fingia mexer no celular. Mas tudo muda quando ele entra em uma área de mata próxima ao local. Havia lixo e plástico espalhados, sinais de que o esconderijo já tinha sido usado antes. Mesmo assim, ele continua, olhando em direção a uma área de caça próxima e, de vez em quando, percebendo luzes de lanternas de segurança ao longe.
I swear I just heard an alarm going off, but I'm guessing it's not for me. Hold on. There's that worrisome thing that being this close, that they might actually have some kind of sensor. Not sure if you can hear it. But then I'm thinking all the needles I just found over in that pile over there, which is scary. If people are over here doing bad things, then I don't think they have any way of finding over here. And I'm not doing nothing bad, so if they want to come out and I get busted, it's going to really suck.
A floresta parecia viva, com movimentos sutis e sombras se alongando enquanto o sol se punha. Cunner parou perto de um portão na área do aeroporto, escondido entre as árvores, um local bom, mas exposto, para se instalar. Ali, preparou um jantar simples, apenas macarrão com o cheiro se misturando ao ar úmido da mata. Ele organizou um espaço para deitar, e com a noite, o som distante de aviões e vozes lembrava que não estava sozinho. Tentou dormir, mas no meio da madrugada, algo o acorda de repente, fazendo o medo tomar conta.
There's something in the woods.
Get!
Security. There's something in the woods.
Um barulho estranho nas árvores e uma sombra se movendo logo além da luz. Tudo próximo demais e repentino para não causar medo.
I'm trying to just get rid of it as a way. Get. Hope it's not a porcupine, that might hurt.
Cunner gritou para a escuridão tentando afastar o que quer que fosse, mas aquilo continuou por perto. Ele também percebeu um cheiro estranho no ar, semelhante ao de raposa, porém mais forte. Os minutos passaram lentamente, e cada galho quebrando ou folha se mexendo aumentava ainda mais a tensão. Até que chegou a um ponto em que não dava mais. Cunner decidiu ir embora em silêncio, recolheu seus equipamentos e lixo sem deixar rastros, e saiu da floresta na escuridão. Mas a experiência ficou marcada. Até lugares comuns podem esconder surpresas durante a noite. Brian e Marissa são conhecidos por viver na estrada, viajando para lugares remotos e acampando em meio à natureza, aproveitando a liberdade e a tranquilidade. Mas como já aprenderam, esse isolamento também pode trazer perigos. Nessa viagem, eles foram até as Willapa Hills, passando horas pesquisando e percorrendo estradas isoladas, até encontrarem o que parecia o local perfeito. Um lugar silencioso à beira de um lago, completamente isolado, sem sinal de outras pessoas, exatamente o que procuravam.
Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Marissa.
I'm Brian.
And today we are starting a new camping series. Explore, camp, repeat in... where?
Coastal mountains of Washington now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've never explored up here. Always wanted to.
We're gonna bite the bullet because some people that try to camp on the coastal mountains, we always run into gates.
Yes.
Logging is just huge in this area, all north, all the way south through Tillamook and everywhere. So
yeah. So we've like anytime we've tried to explore, it's like gate,
Yeah.
gate, and we're like, shh, whatever.
But
we're trying it again.
did some research. Onyx provided some trails, and so we're gonna do it. We're gonna bite the bullet, and we're gonna attempt it, guys.
Hey, I mean, this is a pretty sweet spot we're at right now.
New lake we've never been to before.
No.
On the
Washington side of the coast.
Just say we're pretty close to Astoria.
Yeah.
So, and Long Beach area. But we're gonna go explore like we do.
Yep. We're gonna go hit the trails and see what else we can find. We might end up back here, or we might end up somewhere else. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right.
It's squatchy here. Jeez.
It is.
All alone too. Freaking awesome. All right, let's go.
Yep, let's go.
Eles passaram tempo explorando a área, aproveitando a paisagem e a tranquilidade antes de voltar ao lago para montar o acampamento. Com a chegada da noite, tudo parecia calmo e perfeito. Eles prepararam comida, relaxaram perto da fogueira e curtiram o silêncio de estar longe de tudo. Mas logo após a meia-noite, tudo mudou.
This guy is just pulled up right next to the car. Walking around in the water.
There's another car down
there. Stay here.
You just want to back up there.
Just stay here.
That's okay.
What in the What'd they do to it?
It's just cracked and...
No, I meant the GoPro.
I don't know.
It was like turned around?
It was turned around this direction, but they were getting water from a beer can out of here and filling their car with it.
Carro entrou de repente no acampamento. Brian saiu para ver o que estava acontecendo e 2 homens desceram do veículo. Não havia explicação para estarem ali, apenas um encontro rápido e estranho antes de irem embora. Mas algo não parecia certo. Logo depois, eles percebem outro carro estacionado por perto e naquele momento a situação fica desconfortável demais para ignorar.
A car came like barreling in here.
He went flying in and went right here, ran over our light, and then went to show yeah. And they were doing something here.
And our GoPro was over here.
Yeah.
And then I heard another door, like as they were getting in theirs. And so I walked down to the end of the road and there's a car just sitting there. So I don't know how long it's been there for. So
I don't know.
So
are we packing up?
yes, I don't feel safe here. So
All right, let's get dressed and hit it. Yeah, they ran over. It's cracked. What a fun and exciting day, and then just turned into morning. Fun and exciting morning. So, holy moly.
I have like so much adrenaline coursing through me right now.
Wow.
Alright guys, we are packing up in the dark. It's about midnight. Yeah, if you're ever in a situation where you don't feel safe, just leave. It is way better to leave and feel safe than to have something happen and you could have done something about it. So
O isolamento que antes parecia tranquilo agora se tornava vulnerável. Com pessoas desconhecidas sabendo onde estavam e agindo de forma imprevisível, o risco já não valia a pena. Eles arrumaram tudo rapidamente e foram embora, escolhendo a segurança em vez de passar a noite. Se aqueles homens tinham más intenções ou não, eles nunca descobriram. Mas situações assim mostram que estar isolado nem sempre significa estar realmente sozinho. Durante um tranquilo acampamento no Kings Canyon National Park, um youtuber conhecido como Norwegian Explorer se viu de repente em uma situação tensa com um animal selvagem que poderia ter terminado mal. O que começou como um momento calmo rapidamente virou um encontro assustador com um urso ameaçador. Ao chegar ao local, ele percebe que o animal estava focado em um casal próximo, que recolhia seus equipamentos. Provavelmente atraído pelo cheiro de comida, o urso se aproximou para investigar o acampamento. Um tipo de situação que pode se tornar perigosa muito rápido.
Go away, bear. Go away. Go away.
Após alguns minutos de tensão, o urso de repente avançou em um ataque de intimidação, tentando assustá-lo. Mesmo sendo um aviso claro, o homem manteve sua posição diante do predador. Foi um momento extremamente perigoso, em que um ataque real poderia acontecer a qualquer instante.
Go away. The other way. Go away. Go. Go. Turn around. Turn around.
O urso não parecia disposto a ir embora e continuava focado no acampamento, atraído pelo cheiro que o trouxe até ali. Minutos depois, ele avançou novamente em outro ataque de intimidação. Nesse momento, se sentindo ameaçados, o homem e um dos campistas começaram a gritar alto para espantar o animal e evitar um ataque. A estratégia funcionou e o urso acabou recuando e voltando para a floresta, deixando para trás o que poderia ter sido uma presa fácil. Um momento tranquilo ao ar livre pode se tornar perigoso rapidamente quando um animal selvagem se aproxima em busca de comida. Devemos respeitá-los, pois estão em seu habitat natural. E se você estivesse diante de um urso, o que faria nessa situação? O youtuber Moisarg publicou um vídeo perturbador em seu canal, conhecido por explorar lugares abandonados e registrar experiências estranhas durante a noite. O local era sua própria propriedade de cerca de 40 hectares, uma área remota com uma casa abandonada, um pequeno riacho e um antigo acampamento escondido na floresta. Moy e seu amigo planejavam uma noite comum, mas um homem misterioso, que supostamente vivia na região, transformou tudo em uma situação tensa que terminou com um ataque repentino.
As you can see, the camp is built. We got my good old trusty pop-up tent, which pops up in seconds. We got some gear over here. Let me show you guys what we got going on over here. We got a bow and arrow in case we got to shoot some motherfucker. We got some propane. We actually have the propane gun that the freaking homeless guys that were living on my property tried to attack me with. Also a machete over here to keep us safe from whatever the heck it is we got to attack. A bright light for late at night that's going to light up this entire forest. Look at this. The man's building us a fire pit. All right, I'm going to help him out, and then we're going to start a fire because we're going to need it to get rid of all these mosquitoes. Some fire. You know what's good about this fire? That it's smoking right now. It's going to alert this guy if he's on the property that we're here. We're still working on getting this thing going, guys. We are making our way into the scary parts of our forest. The funny thing is this guy still does not know his way around the forest. I do. Let's see if anything's changed, and let's see if... Oh, I thought that was somebody there. Holy shit. Whoa. Scared the crap out of me.
I haven't been here in a while in the dark. It's pretty creepy.
Yeah. Have you ever been here at nighttime?
I think I have memories here at night.
I have nightmares.
Yeah, true. Yo, we weren't recording that, but somebody just screamed, like a man just screamed really loud.
Yeah, that was weird. Like I feel like he's dropped something on himself, or I don't know what.
Like a scream of agony.
Exactly, like he's under a rock or I don't know.
O acampamento foi montado entre a casa abandonada e o riacho, permitindo observar toda a área. Eles armaram a barraca, acenderam uma fogueira e, por precaução, levaram alguns itens de proteção, já que pessoas desconhecidas já haviam aparecido ali antes. Mais tarde, decidiram avançar pela floresta até um antigo acampamento abandonado. O lugar estava em silêncio, até que um grito alto ecoou entre as árvores. Eles tentaram chamar, mas não houve resposta. Naquele momento, a situação deixou de parecer uma aventura e passou a ser algo muito mais tenso, como se alguém estivesse escondido por perto.
Let's go. Kind of nervous, but we're gonna confront this guy if he is here. All right, well, if he is here, he's gonna camouflage, so keep your eyes wide open. We literally walked right by him. Hello? Anyone here?
No.
What is that? What is that? That wasn't here the other day. Whoa, let me see that. Let me see.
Fuck is that?
Oh, what the dude, this was not here the other day. Logan's diary.
No, but what is that? Look at that picture. What is that?
Logan. This is someone's diary. Maybe his name is Logan? Hey, Logan. Logan, are you with us? Hey, Logan, what are you doing on our property? I'm gonna take that diary. If it's his and he wants it, then he's gonna have to come and get it.
Can you keep it on you, bro? Look.
I'm gonna keep it on me. Yeah.
Bro, look for me.
Hey, Logan, are you here? No. There's a sheath for a knife.
What the fuck?
On the ground. So he's probably got a knife on him. Should we go back to the campsite? Because dude, we heard somebody screaming, right? We show up, no one's here, and then there's a diary in the fort where he's been living.
Let's go check. Yo, what if it's Logan Paul in here?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, are you in this forest?
I'm not making this up. I just seen somebody heading back down towards where we came from. Like I seen about like a shadow of something. Shh, something's moving.
Suspeitando que alguém pudesse estar escondido na área, eles continuaram avançando pela floresta. Como esperado, logo encontraram sinais de que alguém esteve ali. No antigo acampamento acharam um caderno chamado Diário de Logan, que não estava lá em visitas anteriores. Enquanto analisavam o local, algo de repente fez com que os dois entrassem em alerta total.
Dude, we should open that diary back at the campsite. Yeah. He's got to be hiding somewhere in the bushes. You know what I mean? So we got to be very observant. You just never... Oh, that's him. That's him right there. Hey, Logan. Logan, is that you? Logan, watch your step. Turn on your flashlight if you have to. Yeah, he's actually here. The flashlight? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Come on. He ran off this way.
Yeah. He went to the right. He went this way. Logan.
You smell that?
Yeah.
What does that smell like to you? Like cheap cologne, cheap musk.
Disgusting.
It always smelled like cigarettes. This guy smells like old musk.
Dude.
We got your diary right here. Come and get it wherever you are.
Logan.
We got your diary. We're going to read it. Logan's diary.
You heard that?
I should have brought my rifle.
That's a good idea, man.
I should have actually brought it with me.
You have a handgun?
No, well, I do, but it's at home. We should shut off our lights. Yeah, let's shut off our lights and head back to camp. This guy can see us. Is it just me or did it get scarier?
Enquanto Mo passava a lanterna pelas árvores, ele rapidamente viu alguém escondido por perto. Um homem vestindo camuflagem completa saiu correndo para dentro da floresta. Os dois tentaram persegui-lo, mas tudo aconteceu rápido demais. Decidindo que era mais seguro, eles voltaram em silêncio para o acampamento principal.
Alright guys, we're back at camp right now. Fire was out when we got here, which is weird. We left it running. Could have just gone off by itself, but something suspicious about it. Okay, so right off the bat, this dude's a weirdo. There was a diary in his tent. It says Logan's diary. Years ago, when I was just an ordinary person, bro, if this is this guy, what he looks like, and if this is what he looked like years ago, when I was just an ordinary person trying to make ends meet, I stumbled upon his online presence. He was charismatic, entertaining, and full of life. His videos brought joy and laughter to millions.
What's this guy talking about?
I don't know. For the record, like, I'm gonna show you, like, I'm not making this up. Yeah. Is it focused?
Yeah.
You guys can screenshot and read that for yourself later. One day I decided to reach out to him, a fan, hoping for a reply. To my surprise, he responded. We exchanged a few messages, and I believe that I had made a connection with my idol.
Sound like a girl.
Sound like a girl crying, like agony.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they can hear it because there's road noises. We're gonna read your entire diary, Logan. One day I decided to reach out to him, a fan hoping for a reply. To my surprise, he responded, but it all changed in an instant. I reached out to him for help in a time of desperation. My family, maybe it was a bad idea sitting here. My family was facing financial ruin. and I had nowhere to turn. He would use his influence to help a loyal fan. Instead, he ignored my plea as if I were nothing more than a nuisance. He didn't even acknowledge my existence. The writing gets really bad over here.
Hold on.
Whoa! Jesus. My messages went unanswered. My calls ignored. My world crumbled, and I blame him for my family's suffering. This indifference fueled... I can't read that part. Wait. I heard somebody walking in leaves. Do you hear that bird?
I heard a bird
Something's
there.
disturbing it. Okay. So he's here. Or someone's here. This indifference fueled a growing anger within me, basking in adoration of millions, while my life spiraled into darkness. So this Logan guy is depressed, clearly.
Yeah.
Right? That's when I made the decision to disappear and live off the grid.
What was he talking about?
Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it hit my foot.
It was like from the world he thrived in, I vowed to make him understand my pain, to make him feel the helplessness I felt that day. Now deep in this forest, I planned my revenge. What a psycho. I will make him see the consequences of his actions. He may be famous, but he will not escape the reckoning I have planned. I will get my revenge. Oath sakes.
What?
Read that.
Come on, man.
I will get my revenge. Mo Sargi. Are you kidding me? But what did I do? Like, I don't even remember who this guy is. Like, if that's his picture, I've never seen this guy. I've never talked to this guy. This guy must have been a fan, into the paranormal.
Exactly.
Watch with my look. Hail Satan. Oh, he's a Satanist. He's a fucking Satanist.
I was gonna say this exactly.
Look like what the f is that?
What the? Oh, that's you?
What the f? He's edited my head off one of my thumbnails onto a body. This is his body, I think.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's definitely not your body. What is that?
My hands are bound. What the f is this guy? This changes everything. This guy's a freaking psycho.
Again? Fuck, bro, come on.
No acampamento, eles abriram o diário. As páginas estavam cheias de desenhos perturbadores, números e símbolos estranhos. Conforme continuavam lendo, perceberam que as anotações eram pessoais. Ao mesmo tempo, sons do lado de fora interrompiam tudo, deixando claro que alguém estava por perto. O diário tinha mensagens cheias de raiva direcionadas a Mo, mostrando que algo que parecia admiração havia se transformado em ódio. O homem desconhecido se tornara um perigo imprevisível para quem acampasse ali. Sentindo-se responsável, Moe decidiu devolver o diário e tentar conversar com o autor, sem imaginar que isso transformaria a noite em um verdadeiro pesadelo.
Logan! What the f is that? Jeez, I thought that was... I don't know, I thought it was like a spaceship or something. Make sure nobody shows up and steals our stuff while we're out returning the diary, because if we both had left... Logan, we're coming to help you, buddy! You don't gotta be camouflaged anymore. Hey, Camo Man. That's what I'm gonna call him. His name is Logan, I think. You can be in one of my videos, man, I promise. Just want to show you guys how dark it is out here. Look at this. Absolutely dark as heck. You cannot see a thing. What? Oh, there's a red light. Oh, what is that? What the f is that? Oh, what the hell? Yo, I see a red light and it's moving, guys. I see a red light and it's moving. Oh my god. What is that? Oh, it's him! Logan! I see him, I see him. Hey man, I'm just trying to be your friend. Hey Logan, I just want to talk to you. I got your diary. I want to return it.
Mo, is that you? Yeah, I've been waiting for you the whole time, bro. Mo. Oh. Hey, Mo is looking for you. Mo is looking for you. Did you see Mo? He doesn't want to fight. He's actually trying to help you. Mo! This guy just literally ran by here and I can't... Where he is? Yo, there he is! Yo! Mo's trying to help you! Dude, don't run away! Where are you? I think this guy's either trying to lure me in or actually scared. Like I said, man, we're here to help. We don't want any problems. We've dealt with too much before in the past, man. This is done.
I dropped my expensive light. All I have is my flashlight, but my light that's on top of my camera, I dropped it. I gotta go back for it, but I'm gonna go and find Mo and see if he's okay first. Yo, Mo, bro, the guy fucking attacked me.
No, he just showed up here not too long ago.
What do you mean he showed up here?
He was here. He was running away.
He attacked me.
And I was telling him we were here to help him.
Dude, he fucking tackled me to the ground.
What the fuck, bro? I was chasing the guy. He went running this way up here and I actually ran after him and he disappeared.
Wait, actually? How long was it when he came here?
What, you see something?
Yeah, hold the camera, hold the camera.
He's probably still here, literally.
Logan! I saw him peeking his head over there. Bro. Hey, Logan! Pop your head out! There's movement in the
Yeah, there's movement up there.
Logan! I'm just gonna start spraying arrows. And if it hits him, I don't give a f at this point. He attacked me. I still wanted to be friends with him, but what did he attack you? Show yourself right now before I shoot you with my arrow. Oh, I see him right there. Flashlight. Dude, the guy's fucking camo.
See? Oh, did you hit him?
I hit something. I saw him running off. God damn it. Let that be a warning.
Enquanto Moe avançava pela escuridão, ele percebeu um pequeno laser vermelho se movendo entre as árvores. O homem camuflado estava por perto. Isso só aumentou sua determinação e ele começou a seguir a luz. De repente, o vídeo corta sem aviso, como se a gravação tivesse parado. Quando Moe volta a aparecer, ele explica o que aconteceu naquela noite. Apesar de terem conseguido sair da floresta em segurança, a experiência foi extremamente perturbadora. O caso mostra como áreas isoladas podem se tornar perigosas à noite, onde até exploradores experientes podem enfrentar ataques inesperados. Alguns acreditam que o homem vivia ali há muito tempo, observando tudo. O diário sugere que uma admiração pode ter se transformado em ódio, resultando em um encontro assustador com um possível ex-fã. E você? O que faria se descobrisse alguém vivendo escondido na sua própria floresta? Se você chegou até aqui e curtiu o vídeo, não esqueça de se inscrever no canal e deixar seu like. Isso ajuda muito. E aproveita que eu separei mais um vídeo aqui em cima para você assistir agora.